Hello fellow racers, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Vexed again, and we are here for round 7 of the Ultimate Racing League's Btcc replica championship. We're here at Goodwood in the UK. As I say, this is round 7, race 1. So this grid is after qualifying. We've got Whack, he's managed to put it on pole. Alba is in 2nd place, Toten is in 3rd place. Bailey, he's there in 4th. Woody's in 5th, Smith is in 6th, Sterling Moss is 7th, Smoky Tom is 8th, Matt is 9th, Sideways is 10th, Tommy is 11th, and Slowpoke is there in 12th. So without further ado, let's get into it. Here we go, they are off. So it looks like Whack actually getting the better getaway out of him and Alba. Alba slotting into a slipstream. Bailey, he's managed to edge ahead of Toten there. Oh no, Toten's managed to keep that position, so Bailey and Toten side by side now. Bailey in the other Genesis. He's got Woody on his outside, so not a great place for Woody to be, but he's slotted back in behind. So Bailey's got his teammate of Smith, he's there in 6th place. Sterling Moss just down his 7th. Smoky Tom, he's there in 8th. Tommy in 9th. A little bit of lag going on there for Tommy. Sideways, he's there in 10th. Matt's all the way down in 11th. And Slowpoke bringing up the rear in 12th. This is actually the first track that we raced with Slowpoke on when he joined us in the Alphas. So I'm sure he's got great memories of this track. Meanwhile, Alba still trying to chase Whack down. Whack managing to maintain the lead quite steadily at the moment. He's out his teammate Alba, not looking for any moves at the moment. I mean, they may be under team orders. Alba currently in 1st place in the championship. Whack is 3rd place, sorry. So maybe Alba's going to let him take this one. So maybe he can get that 2nd place away from Toten, because they are your top 3. We've got Alba. He's sat in pole position, sat in 1st place in the championship. Whack is in 3rd place and Toten's in 2nd. Bailey, he's managed to break away now. He's created a bit of a gap there to Toten. Toten's being hounded now by Smith. I think Toten must have had a bit of a moment. I think him and Bailey were having a bit of a battle, and I think Toten maybe having a bit of a moment, dropping off the back of him, and now he's got Smith and Sterling Moss to contend with. There we go, Smith's had some good results this season, hasn't he? He's had some podiums, I believe. He's also had some shockers. We've had quite a few different people on the podium, to be fair. I think Sterling's been up there at one point. I know that Matt was up there at one point. I think Woody even. I think Woody managed to get up there as well. I want to say Smoky Tom did. I don't think Sideways has managed it just yet, but I'm sure we're going to see good things from him. He'll be in a different car next season, so... Smoky Tom, he's missing his teammate this evening, Chip Reese. He's not managed to make it for this round. He may jump in on race 2 and 3, I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and find out. The Slowpoke now making his way through the field. He's managed to get past Matt, and he's got past Tommy as well. So Tommy seemingly having a moment. He's right off the back of the pack at the moment, isn't he? Not sure if maybe he's got a bit of a dodgy connection to the host this evening. As we have seen, it seems to be client-based hosting that there's an issue with. We don't really see a lot of this twitchiness in the daily races, so... Whack, he's started to extend that gap, hasn't he? He's had a great start to this race, and he's managed to stay out ahead of Alba for the minute. See if he can keep it there. We'll stay on board with these two for a few minutes. As I don't think there's actually any battles going on at the moment. I think everybody's kind of settled into their places at the moment. Obviously Goodwood being quite hard to overtake. You haven't got a lot of runoff. I mean, there's grass, and if you touch the grass, you're off for days. Might as well send a postcard. The wacky racer, he's just put in another purple sector. He's currently got the fastest time for 1:14.357. Just dipping a wheel off onto the grass there, we saw that then. His teammate, it looks like his teammate might be starting to catch up to him. So Alba has started to close that gap somewhat. Alba's current fast, this is a 1:14.897. You see, he did just put in a fastest sector there. I'm not sure if he's going to steal that fastest lap away from Wack, or maybe Wack will be able to improve on his previous time. And as he crosses the line, he does go faster, but Alba has stolen that fastest lap away from him, so Alba's on a charge now. Just a bit of a slide there on the rear end of that car, rear end of the GTR. Lap number 4, he put in a 1:14.232. Let's go on board with Bailey. We haven't seen a lot of Bailey this season. I think maybe a late entry to the season. Still currently in the third podium slot, so he's having a great race at the moment, isn't he? I think he'll have to watch the tyre wear on that Genesis, though. We have seen throughout the different leagues that Genesis does seem to be one of the ones that suffers with the tyre wear, perhaps more than the other cars. Becomes a little bit unstable. Still got a nice gap though to Toten, so not having to worry about going defensive at the moment. Toten, he's going to be wanting to maximise his points because Wack isn't far behind him. Oh, I think we just missed. We missed the overtake. We missed the overtake from Alba. I think he did a great move there, and unfortunately we missed it. I tried to keep an eye on the lap counter. I think this is where the battle is at the moment between these top two drivers. We're trying to stay on board with the action for just a second. Alba still currently with the fastest lap of 1:14.232. Looks like Wack might be getting the advantage of the slip there. It looked like he was pulling on him. A bit of trail braking through that last turn. It looked like Alba was clear off the brakes, but Wayne, he was trail braking through that last turn, so that shows the difference in driving technique. So it looks like he's coming back on him now. He's chasing him. He is chasing Alba firmly in that toe. Oh, he's looking for that move. He's trying to go around the outside. He's going to make it around the outside. I'm not sure. He's had to slot back in behind. Alba moving off to he's let him go through on the inside, so that's good team sportsmanship there from Alba. Not making Wack work for it too much. Although Alba is still firmly there, he's firmly in his toe, firmly in that slipstream. He's going to be looking for that move again, isn't he? I think it may come in the same place where we missed it last time, so stay on board with these two for this lap, just to see if we manage to catch the move. Oh, here he goes, he sent it, he managed to get it past, and he has, he's got it done. Absolutely textbook there from Alba. It looked like Wack closing up through the chicane, trying to go for the move again, but not quite close enough. He's dipped a wheel on the grass, that's going to cost him. He has lost some of that momentum. I think Alba's going to be looking to stretch his legs now, try and extend that lead somewhat. It looks like he started doing it already. We'll have a quick run down through the pack as we are 9 minutes into this race. So we've got Alba is currently in first place. Wack, he's there in second. We got Bailey, he's there in third place. Toten, he's still in 4th. Smith, still 5th currently. Sterling Moss, he's there in 6th. Woody's there in 7th. Then we've got Matt. Here he comes. Here's Matt, he's in 8th. Slowpoke, he's managed to make his way through to 9th place. So Slowpoke on a bit of a charge at the moment. He's actually on the medium tyres as well, so he's making them tyres work. Great driving here from Slowpoke. Smoky Tom, he's not too far behind him, is he? Oh, massive slide there though from Smoky Tom. Sideways George looked like he followed him as well, taking that drift in line. It could have ended in tears. He might have dipped a wheel onto the grass on the right hand side, but he kept it nicely, didn't he? Great driving there from Sideways. So these three are actually all quite close to each other. This might turn into a battle soon. And Tommy, he's in 12th. So have we had 2 retirements? I'm sure we started with 14 drivers. It does look like the stability issues are plaguing Tommy this evening. Maybe that's affected him somewhat. Whack's managed to get back past Alba. What happened to Alba? He must have had a spin. He's got Bailey all over the back of him now. So Whack, he's moved up to 1st place while we had the run down through the pack. Alba, he must have dipped a wheel off somewhere, or maybe the 2 teammates had a bit of a coming together. I'm not sure. Can't see any damage on the car. Can't really see any on Wax either. But Alba, he was in 1st place. He's now dropped to 2nd, and his last, well, lap 8, he's now on lap 9. Lap 8 was a 1:20.605, so 5 seconds slower, or at least 6 seconds slower than his fastest. I think that definitely indicates that he's had an off somewhere. Oh, he has another massive drift. Drift in that GTR. Around that last sector, he's going to have to watch it because he has got Bailey creeping up on him. Bailey looking like he's on a bit of a charge at the moment. He can smell out of 2nd place. And he's going for it. Not having to worry about Toten at the moment, so he can fully focus on Alba. Keep his attention there. I think Alba's definitely going to have to be careful now. He's going to be trying to drive as consistently as he can, not have any more incidents, because he is going to have Bailey. Bailey's going to jump him if he does. So yeah, Bailey's still chasing down Alba. Toten, he's not too far off the back of him, but he's got a little bit of work to do. He's only got 3 minutes left of this race, just under, if he wants to get into that podium slot. Glare from that sun. Smith, he's still currently in 5th place. So 2 Genesis teammates, they're going to get some decent points tonight if this is where they finish. Sterling, he's still in 6th. Woody, he's in 7th, and he's actually started to catch up to Sterling a little bit, so may be able to go for a move in the closing stages of this race. Matt, he's still currently in 8th. And Smoky Tom's managed to get past Slowpoke, so I think Slowpoke, he must have had a bit of an off as well. Sideways George is starting to creep up onto the back of him. Slowpoke currently in 10th. Sideways George is there in 11th. And Tommy having a bit of a race on his own, always going for a bit of we often see the WRXs off track, don't we? The Subarus in the rally. He's going for a bit of a rally at the moment around Goodwood. So Wacky Racer, still currently in 1st place. I think we're going to get 12, maybe 13 laps in this race. Certainly some of the faster racers should be able to make it through for a 13th lap. Wacky Racer, he started lap 12. Are they going to make it to a lap 13? I think they might. Albert, he's managed to create a bit of a gap now to Bailey, but still got a bit of work to do to catch up to his teammate. As I say, with Alba currently sat in the top slot in the championship, you would have thought maybe there might have been some team discussions to try and maximise on points, but as I say, Alba may possibly be letting Whack take it so he can get some more decent points himself, as he is not far behind Toten. Obviously, Toten is in second place and Whack is in third, so maybe the GTR boys are trying to work together to maximise their team points. Bailey, he'd started to catch up to Alba, hadn't he? But looks like he's dropped a little bit off the back now. Very consistent with his laps, though. Mostly 115s, a couple of 116s, but otherwise 115s for him. Toten nice and consistent as well, mainly 115s. I can see 117 where maybe he had a moment, and he actually had a 114.884 as well on lap 3. Oh, and this is the final lap. Oh, we missed it. So Whack, he's managed to take the win. Alba, he's come home in second place. Bailey, he's going to be third. Toten, he's made it home in fourth. Smith, he's going to bring it home in fifth. Sterling Moss is sixth. Woody, 7th. Matt's going to bring it home in 8th. Smoky Tom, 9th. Sideways George, he brings it home in 10th. And Slowpoke, he's 11th. Tommy's the final one to cross the line. He is going to bring it home in 12th, isn't it? Oh, as he clips the chicane again. That was unlucky there from Tommy. Not sure if that was lag contributing there, but he hasn't had a great race this evening, has he? But yeah, finishing it in 12th. Well, that was race 1, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. I do apologise for missing that the first move there, Alba. I was trying to keep on top of it, but sometimes you just miss them, don't you? As I say, that was race 1, guys. I will see you for the next one. I've been your boy Vexed. Good night.